We did a review about this called Tomb Raider the movie, about the adventures of Lara Croft. Well, the actor starts as Angelina Jolie, whatever, but I'm saying it right. Well, actually, this was the first time I seen this movie, you know, on theaters. Man, I couldn't believe how she acted like Lara Croft on the regular movie. Well, you ever seen the one from she got ambushed at home, like the one from the skips from Tomb Raider 2 instead? Watch this clip. Well, here's the clip, like, did it ring any bells about this clip? It did. It's like the scene from Tomb Raider 2, I told you about that. Like gadgets and benches and everything. There you have it, folks. Well, that wasn't so bad, making a movie into a game instead. Well, when that wasn't over, well, in a few more years, well, I was surprised they made a second movie of Tomb Raider. Like this kind, called the Cradle of Life. Well, you guessed it. I couldn't believe it, I was shocked. The second one was called A Cradle of Life. Why should you call it Tomb Raider 2 instead? Well, actually, this is just unbelievable. It was better than part 1 than part 2, you know? Well, face it. This is just one awesome movie ever, how she acted like Angelina Jolie. Well, you guessed it. She's totally kick ass, like she makes like special effects, or she totally does backflips, or the lowered guns instead. I love that guns instead. That didn't stop there. Well, actually, what happened to the third Tomb Raider movie instead as Angelina Jolie? Well, it did not happen instead. Well, they stopped into there. Well, actually, the games were making of Tomb Raiders instead, like once from PlayStation 2, they were making 2 more Tomb Raiders instead. I couldn't believe it. That's not enough. Watch this. Tomb Raider Legend. It's just like unbelievable. Just like a legend or an icon or something. This is just like the franchise instead. Making more and more of these games like an Adventures of Lara Croft. Well, actually, this is a brand new Lara Croft. Look at the new figure of this woman right here. See how the prettiest face here ever she knows how to do is the graphics, the fighting moves, and everything. It's just for the PlayStation 2 already instead. And also for the last one on PlayStation 3 already. Well, I did not have the other one called the Tomb Raiders Underground instead, actually. Well, this is, guessed it, this is another Tomb Raiders Underworld already. Well, I'm almost beat this game already, but I'm still playing it. But actually, well, folks love it, but suddenly this is just awesome instead. I have all the collection of Lara Croft instead. One of my best women ever. Well, I'm just a fan of her instead. Well, you guessed it, you know? Well, this concludes on PlayStation 3. It is colors and the special effects of the graphics on PlayStation 3, and also on HD array too. Well, and it even has a vibrator too, right here. You see that? Like how you control the sticks and stuff like that? Well, you guessed it. Well, that includes my Tomb Raider marathon instead. Well, actually, this is just unbelievable, but I don't want to adventure all these games instead, playing it instead, because it takes too much videos instead. Well, that includes this today already, folks. Well, you guessed it. Well, for my room over here on the studio array from PlayStation Man here, this includes a signing off, and see you later.